Tonight, I'm speaking about the issue that's a pain in the skin of everyone, the issue that's a big problem in this country, all over the world, the issue that's a result of all these migrations that you see all over the African continent, and that problem is unemployment. Recently, I think the past 2 weeks, we got the statistics from Stats SA symbolizing, depicting the levels of unemployment in this country, especially among the youth. And once you skip 40% of the youth that is unemployed, you know we have a problem, especially when you look at the most of the people that are having qualifications, most of the people that are qualified per se from universities, from colleges, but they do not have employment. And the question is, who is the problem? We at the end of the day want to sit down or stand up and try to point fingers at this one to say who's the cause of this biggest problem. And some people will say to you it's politicians. When you listen to economic analysts, they will tell you the problem is the economic policies, the problem is our politicians, the problem is the president. And then when you look on the other side, businesses are closing down, businesses are trimming people, they're trying to go as lean as they possibly can, while at the same time providing the best of value out there to the customer, meaning that they're not employing more people, they're employing less people, but still being able to deliver. But that's the outlook from the business perspective, from the way the employer looks at it. Some people will blame everybody else except themselves. And I've got the bad news tonight. And the bad news is, if you are unemployed, if you don't have a job in a country like South Africa, a country with so much resources, if you are not employed, tonight I've got the baddest of all baddest problems, and that is the problem, my friend, is you, no one else. If I'm not employed, it's my problem. If I don't have an economy running, that is my problem. And please stay with me. This is what I mean. We've got so many resources. Look at it. Whichever way you look at it, we've got everybody flocking in this country because they have been convinced to believe that South Africa, there is green grass that side. The grass is greener on the other side of the continent, and they come here and they come here saying, let's go make a life there. Do they make a life? Do they come and make a life when we are here? You know the answer. I know the answer, but I want to talk about this. If you know this channel very well, you know we are about entrepreneurship. You know we are about starting small businesses and growing small businesses so that we can survive. Even if your business doesn't end up being the biggest of all businesses on the land. But the fact is, you've got to put food on the table for your children, my friend. You've got to be able to afford the bills of this life for yourself, my friend. And here is the key. Listen, when they come here, what do? They just want money to stock and sell. I'm going to give the simplest of examples across the land. I'm going to talk about the man who walks around carrying brooms, carrying, selling towels, selling boxes of matches, the man who goes around selling everything that they stock from Dragon City, everything that they stock from the Mall of Johannesburg. And I should say this, my friend. This bug has beaten a lot of our people. A lot of our people have gotten into it. They go to Dragon City. I'm always there. They go to the Mall of Joburg. I'm always there. They stock and they sell. And I will tell you the reason why I'm centralizing this on selling. The other day I was walking around and, I see a kid about 12, 13, and she's Mozambican, and she's carrying, that basket, and she's selling peanuts. And it hit me so hard. Shouldn't this kid be inside the classroom taking lessons, learning something that will probably change his life in the future? Being taught who Shaka's mother is, being taught that we once were baboons, being taught that once dinosaurs existed. But here she is in the street. What is she doing? She is doing the best ever gift you can ever give to a human being, from my perspective as an entrepreneur, and that is a skill called sales. And I was like, immediately I repented. I was like, look, She's doing the best career in the world. Okay, I'm not putting aside the idea of going to school. I'm not at all doing that. School is a very, very good thing. But when I weigh her going to walking around selling a skill no one will ever take from her, and in my head I'm like, you know what, the coming 15-20 years she's going to be employing a lot of these people. That was my assertion of it. And so they come here, they're like, okay, the biggest currency in the world, and they know it. And I want you to know, my friend, that the biggest currency in the world is called population. There's no other currency that's bigger than population. And so when I'm sitting here, and if I'm staying close to a business park where, let's say, 100 people, 120 people walk inside every day, I've got a population I can sit up at the gate and, you know, sell something to them. Because the whole idea is, what can I sell to people? What can I offer, bring to people, which provides a solution to their problems? A lot of people don't carry food going to work. So if I can bring food to them at the gate, I've got an economy, right? So that is the currency. You go to Johannesburg. I'll speak about Johannesburg because that is the city that I know. That is the city that I know holds the economy of this country. That is the city that I know holds the currency around here. The population that is buying, a paying customer, Johannesburg, wherever you are, my friend, watching this video. It could be in Durban. I've seen it. I know Durban. The population is there. The currency is there. I've been in Cape Town. I've been in PE. All over. The currency is there. But then when these people come here, they're like, what can I sell? But it's an option for us to sell or not to sell. And many times we sit here in lack, not having food, not being able to navigate through the economies of this life because we cannot sell. Sometimes it's, listen, I've got a degree, I'm too smart to start a small business. If I can set up bananas there, I go to City Deep, I go here in Hercules in Pretoria, and I stock bananas, I stock apples, I stock pears, I come, I sit here. What will people think? People will laugh at me, thinking that I've got a degree, but here, look at me, I am a failure. And that concept, I should say, it's sometimes dug inside as well conditioned in our brains by our society, that make it look like the guy selling there is a failure. But here's a guy that counts money every day, because the concept now is you should be able to count money on a daily basis, my friend. If you're not counting money on a daily basis, you've got a problem. If you are getting money once in 30 days, you've got a problem. Because why? During the 30 days, you are accumulating debt. You are creating all the debt. When that money comes, it runs away. It passes, and that is the source of poverty. And so here we are, wherever you are in Tembisa, Katlehong, Springs, wherever you are, Umlazi, here's the key, guys. Do not just sit there. Please take it from me. It is so painful not to have money in this country. We have children, we are grown now. We have families that look up to us for their welfare. We have families that look, winter, kids need clothes. And they want to tell you, if you are the elder brother, if you are the elder sister, if you are the firstborn, they're going to be saying, listen, Malume, we want clothes. Malume, please buy me shoes. Listen, guys, I'm making this to be as basic as I possibly can so that we really grasp this. Because why? You could sit there with your degree, with your diploma, getting no employment for 5 years, for 10 years. I was there, my friend. I was there for more than 10 years, 12 years, no employment at all. Holding my degree, seated there, pumping CVs on a daily basis, walking around, but unemployment was not coming, until I'm like, okay, if I'm running around this fence, if I'm walking around this fence, one day a brain hit me. What can I sell to these organizations? And I battled with that thought for I don't know how many years, 3 to 4 years. What can I sell to these organizations? These organizations have a bigger buying power. They have so much big buying power. I'm standing next to okay, bus truck. One of my customers was here, but they've closed down. But I was like, what can I sell to these people? And I was like, okay, I have to think. I have to give it to myself. It's the pain I have to go through. I've got to own it up. I've got to say, what kind of a service can I provide? If you watch this channel very well, you know what I always say. And I always repeat this. I always say, all these companies, everyone that is walking down the road, if has a problem, if you can come bringing a solution that alleviates their pain, everyone is going through pain. If you can come to these organizations here and say, listen, I've got a solution that can simplify the way you do business, that can save you money in doing this, listen, they are going to buy, so long as it's value. Every customer will buy something that is value, something that solves a problem that they have that nobody else can solve. And I always say this, and if you can solve a problem which only you can solve, you can be able to overprice the customer will still buy, because there is nowhere the customer can go. So what am I on? I'm on the aspect of excuses, because in this country, we thrive on excuses. No other country, I've been to so many countries, no other country thrives on excuses like we do. And we're like, okay, I've got a diploma, I've got a degree, but I cannot start a business. Because why? You hear all these excuses on a daily basis. If I start selling here, who's going to buy from me? Come on, dude, we're selling a lot of stuff and people are buying from us. Everybody that we are seeing, the moms now, they're walking around kokasi, carrying leggings, tights for women. Because I tell you, my friend, listen to me. If you want to sell leggings, if you want to sell tights, get hold of me. I will connect you to where you can sell bales of ties, bales of socks. They're going to buy. What is the concept here? What is the key? My key is sell something that somebody is going to need. Sell something that people are going to need. What's the point of selling? I saw a gentleman, listen, please, this is not condescending. This is not to say I'm more clever, I'm more better, more educated. Listen, if you're going to sell salt down the street, a commodity that's not immediately a need. It is a need, but it is not immediately a need. This is what I mean. If I pick you on the road, if I meet you on the road, you are selling salt, what are the chances that I'm going to buy now? There's no chance that I'm going to buy now. But when I'm seated at night and I'm doing my soap and salt runs out, I just go to my friend, because salt is how much? How much is salt? Honestly. But people need salt, but sell something that somebody is going to buy immediately. If you sit here on this road, on the street, kokasi, and you are selling leggings, bro, women passing here, they're going to buy. Look, if you're going to sell, skin lightening products, women are going to buy. It's about beauty. You're going to sell beauty, people are going to buy. You're going to sell food, people are going to buy, because people have to eat on a daily basis. If you're going to sell these sweaters in winter now, people are going to buy. If you're going to sell something that alleviates a problem of cold, we're going into the cold front from tonight, I believe, into tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday here in Gauteng. Starting from down in KZN, if I've got the information very well, but it won't reach certain areas, Limpopo, for example. But my friend, I'm back on it. Sell something that people are going to need. Here's the thing. Do not sit there with your degree or your diploma or any kind of a potential that you've got. Because I met a lot of guys that are full of potential, like literally full of potential. The guy can sing, the guy can dance, the lady can do this, but they just seated there, they're waiting for their breakthrough in this. When you can stock Archer at Megamart, you can stock Archer and sell. South Africans eat Archer, bro. You can even be like a madman. I used to do that. I used to, go out door to door, tell them, listen, I've got Archer here. They will buy, they will support you, because they know that they need Archer. And let me give you a tip, guys. A lot of you do not know this, or you know it, but you just ignore it. The best tip I'll ever give you from all the videos that I've done that you'll ever watch is this: good manners. I've got people that buy from me simply because I've got good manners, right? I've got people I buy from, people that I support. I don't care where they come from. I support them because they are well mannered, they are well behaved. The kids that show up here and greet people, the kids that show up here and say thank you. I'm not saying bow down before me and say thank you. I do that to my clients. Whenever a client purchases from me, I always say thank you so much. Your support will go a long way. I really appreciate it. And I use these words. I use the words, I really appreciate you buying from me. It means a lot. It makes a difference to me economically. So there it is. Instead of just sitting down, guys, and praying or hoping, or guys, let's wear attitude. Let's wear a resilience. Let's wear anything that will move us forward. Let's not just hope, because sometimes we just hope. We just hope that a new government will come in and change policy. We just hope that the local municipality will open up tenders for us. We hope, but listen, guys, if you are going to base your life on tenders, ask us, my friend, do not base your life on tenders. You know by now what's happening with tenders. Go to City Deep, go stock, my friend. Go stock those potatoes, my friend. Pile them up there. And the next excuse is going to be what? It's going to be, I don't have money to start a business. Oh, guys, come on, man. Come on. Do anything possible. What do? The ladies from Malawi, the ladies from Zim, they walk around door to door. Do you have any washing for me that I can I sweep the yard? And what do? Because we see the situation, we give them work. But the problem with us is I cannot go around walking door to door saying, people, give me peace jobs. What will people say? The syndrome that's running all over our country, what will people say? Do anything possible. If it means washing people's cars just to raise money, why not do it? What is impossible with that? The whole idea is getting yourself to look desperate, getting yourself to look like a fool, but then you create an economy for yourself. If looking desperate makes you people will laugh at me. My friend, try to explain to your landlord why the rent is not paid this month, and desperation will not help you. Why are we selling? We are selling because we are desperate. Why do we pick up phones every day? We pick up phones every day calling the customers because we are desperate. There is no other way to explain it. We're desperate for money. Our families need to eat. We need to have an economy. And I'm telling you, as a graduate, saying do not sit there hoping that the government will change your life one day. And guys, this whole idea of running around government building to government building, trying to ask for permission from people who know nothing about success, stop it. Just stop it. Raise money, raise $300, raise $400, go and stock. If you can, you always want to start small. What is entrepreneurship? Again, if you are a regular watcher of these videos, you know how I define entrepreneurship. It's starting at the bottom, growing your small business up, right? There's so many skills that you can, empower yourself with. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about these skills that you can empower yourself with, which can change your life within a week, within a month. Those skills can change your life. And these are the skills that are a necessity in the market. The skills that the market needs, not the skills that we do because, we want. Listen, guys, I'm not disputing all those long courses. But in the next video, again, I'm going to be talking about those skills, those courses, which you do for a week. And immediately you get out of the classroom, immediately you get out of the desk, you can be able to immediately monetize your skill and start making money. Thank you for watching. And again, my friend, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please hit the subscribe button below so that these videos that we keep making keep being populated on your timeline automatically. I'm seeing you in the next video.